Hello, this short video was prompted by someone asking the question, what is the role of electricity in space? Conventional wisdom is that the dynamics of the universe are driven by gravity. But what if electricity makes space? On a starry night, we can look out into the universe across 93 billion light years of space. This amount of space is truly mind-blowing. So where does it all come from? What makes space? Well, the Big Bang says that space, together with time and all the energy in the universe, was created in a miraculous Big Bang. A Big Bang that breaks all the rules of the conservation of energy. A Big Bang that doesn't really explain anything. Nevertheless, it has been the dominant theory for some 75 years. There have been other theories. For instance, a process universe was suggested by the philosopher Alfred North Whitehead in the 1920s. A steady-state universe was promoted by Sir Fred Hoyle, and a single electron universe was proposed by John Wheeler in 1940. Today, these theories are hardly ever mentioned. But can these theories and ideas lead to a better way of describing how space is made? Let's have a look and see if we can combine these ideas to get a better picture of reality. It will help if we think of the universe as one huge, infinitely large electron, consisting of pairs of an infinite number of quantum electrons. Why pairs? The reason is that by using pairs, we can define an oscillation, a dynamic process. The quantum electrons of the pairs repel each other and move apart. Then the electric forces that surround the charges reverse their direction of motion. The quantum electrons then move towards each other until their mutual repulsion moves them apart again. This oscillation is a very simple quantum dynamic process. If we add together infinite numbers of these quantum processes, then we build an infinite process field. So what has this got to do with making space? We need to think of the word process in the sense of processes making things. So let's have a look at what this quantum process can make. The quantum electrons are oscillating between their respective arrows, and the vertical lines represent the boundaries of the process. Now, in the sense that processes build things, we can propose that the moving quantum electrons make the one-dimensional space in which they move. So each quantum electron makes a quantum distance. We also know that a moving charge generates a two-dimensional magnetic field at right angles to its motion. So each quantum electron generates three dimensions, one of electricity and two of magnetism. Each quantum electron generates a tiny quantum piece of three-dimensional space. Adding up an infinite number of these quantum processes adds up an infinite number of three-dimensional spaces. So we have a universal process that continuously makes and consistently supports all the three-dimensional space in the universe. The process makes an infinite three-dimensional space field. We can think of the universal process field as a master field. It makes a universal electromagnetic field and a universal space field. But it makes many, many more fields. Every quantum process has quantum energy, and the oscillations take place in time. So the master process field makes an energy field and a time field. The process universe comes fully fitted with energy and time. But that is not all. Another important field related to the master process field is the boundary field. It exists because quantum processes have distinct boundaries. With appropriate treatment, quantum boundaries can explain reality, the illusion of matter, in terms of macro boundaries built up from quantum boundaries. It is true that when we look around, we see boundaries everywhere. Yet another important field that is part of the master process field is an awareness field. This exists because each quantum electron has to be aware of where its boundaries are. If the quantum process was not aware of where its boundaries were, the quantum electrons would go straight through the boundaries. The concept of quantum boundaries would be meaningless, and the process field and all the other fields it makes would not exist. It is obvious that if the master process field did not exist, then all the other fields would not exist. And critically, if any one of the other fields did not exist, then the master process field could not exist either. The universe is all. Everything is connected. There is no such thing as nothing. In this model, all the properties of the universe are made and supported by an infinite number of quantum processes. It is worth emphasizing that as well as all the other fields, the universal awareness field has to be present in the universe for the universe itself to exist. As you can imagine, this conclusion has wide-ranging implications. Earlier, we mentioned a steady-state theory of the universe. This electrical process universe falls into that category. Radioactivity, gravity, and the apparent expansion of the universe can be explained in terms of quantum process dynamics. So, electricity makes space, but it doesn't just make space. It makes everything else that we are aware of, and even explains why we are aware of it. This channel explores this way of thinking about reality and explains the nature of consciousness. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you again.